Our society has an increased need of metals and minerals for the green transformation. We also have an increased needs of different materials for the military industry. And in our mines, where we have traditionally mined iron ore, we also have minerals that is of use and is needed for those applications. So what we're trying to do now is trying to extract also the rare earth elements, the phosphorus and the apatite. The rare earth elements is basically needed for the green transition, for batteries and also for the military industry. And that's something that we normally don't extract, but we are trying to develop new processes and methods to do that in a very near future. Iron ore that becomes eventually steel is important for our society in general. It's important both for construction of roads, buildings, modern technology, but also for the military industry. So LKB's mines are at 1,000 meters depth or more. We're down to 1,365 meters in the Kiruna mine that you see behind me here. And in order to stay safe and competitive while mining at those depths, we need to focus a lot of technology development and innovation. Safety is of course always the highest priority, and in order to mine safe at those depths we need new methods, processes and tools to be able to do that. So it's safety and I would say productivity. It's a focus for our innovation. So almost our complete process is automated. We have some small parts of it that we still do not automated, but the main part of our processes are automated, from down in the mine all the way through the processing plants. So we always strive to have a high degree of automation, of course for safety reasons, but also for productivity reasons. Yes, so LKB tries to apply modern and new technology in our mining operations, and we also try to develop that technology so that it's suitable for our application. One example is robots that we use. We have, for instance, robot dogs that we use in the mine because they can move in areas where it's not safe for humans. They can also move in areas where we might have problems with gas or something. So we can't send people in there, but they can go in there and they can monitor, they can measure gas levels, they can look at and be our eyes in those areas and measure whatever we want. So they help us both with safety but also to access parts of the mine faster than if we have to wait when it's safe to send people. So it's also good for our productivity. And another example is drones that we use in the mine. We use them partly for inspecting our very long vertical ore passes. They tend to break because we have high stresses in the rock mass in the mine. So we send the drones down in the several hundred meters deep vertical shafts to inspect and see if we have any damage to our facilities. We can also use drones if we had some fallouts in the mine and send in them to be our eyes and see, is it safe to send people and see what happened. I see a future where we still have to keep, I would say, spending even more efforts on innovation and new methods, tools and processes. Because those depths that we are planning to mine at and those volumes we're planning to mine at, there's no one who has done that before us, so we have to find the ways to do that. So innovation is key.
We used drones to make all the inspection much faster and safer for humans, to save a lot of money and also to make the job much safer. The drones are specially developed for confined spaces like in the mines. And the biggest benefit is that you get this LiDAR sensor, so you can get a 3D model of everything you're flying through. And that's one of the biggest benefits with using a drone. The main purpose for the drones are inspecting ore passes. And they are like a crucial part in the mine. Without the ore passes we cannot produce anything. And our main job is to inspect them to see the condition of the ore passes and no human can enter the ore passes, so you have to use something like drones or something like that to inspect them. So mainly I do the inspections, like routine inspections, and also if we have a hang-up, if there are big rocks that get stuck in the ore passes, we can see on what level they are stuck, and we can use like explosives to blow them down. Before there was a lot of guessing. You have to just guess on where the rocks were stuck in the ore passes, and that took a lot of time because you were never sure exactly where they were. So now it takes like 10-15 minutes for us to just fly into the ore passes and find the problem, and then you can much easily solve the problem. And also the inspections, before they were inspecting the ore passes, it took like a whole day to inspect one ore pass, and now it takes like maximum 1 hour to inspect the ore passes. So it's a lot of production that you can save with it. Yeah, so I think I have developed a lot in my work. So it's one of the benefits working here is that you can like change the directions even if you are working in the same place, and develop a lot, and a lot of education to get in what you're interested in. My father has like always worked in the mine, so his whole life he has been working in this mine, and it was like a no-brainer for me to start working, and just that I could develop so much working here, so I haven't had a thought of working anywhere else. Almost everyone that lives here has some kind of relationship to the mine. Even if you're not working straight for LKB, you work for a company that works for the mine or something like that.
Yes.
It's always something new, and I love like new technology, so we can explore a lot of new technology in our job.